Hi everyone, you're watching me, Nikki, also known as SpaceX Trader, and this is the Awesome10X Global Market Update. It's February 5, 2021. It's Friday, and just like every Friday, remember that we want to invite you to our free Friday class. Today it's going to be special because today it's going to be 8:30 p.m. Philippine time because it's going to be a collaboration with Dr. Robinson T. So that's just his pseudonym. That's not his actual name. He is actually our healthcare in Cas9. We want to invite all of you to join us, all the people who are watching us in any parts of the world. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Awesome10X for your global market needs. All right, let's begin. So last night, it was such a wonderful night. We've got a lot of all-time highs yet again. And why don't we begin with a few names? This is actually Kopin. Have we entered the age of the micro display? We've always said that it's hashtag wearables. You know, we know that we love Kopin, Vuzi, Eman, Himax, and all of these great wearable companies. And so, Dr. John C. Fan, the founder of the wearable company Kopin, has been interviewed by Derek Seiler just recently, February 4, 2021. You can take a look at this article, Wearables Era, the Age of the Micro Display. It's a candid interview with Dr. John Fan. With augmented reality and virtual reality garnering renewed interest, I thought it would be a good time to sit down with Kopin CEO Dr. John Fan and understand his thoughts on the state of the industry. Those that follow the AR and VR categories will be very familiar with the ups and downs of the devices themselves. Google Glass One and fail. All right, so it has persisted and slower than expected adoption. However, in the few decades since, you are seeing AR VR activity swell for decades on the upside. And Dr. Fan is the one who's doing mass-produced AML-CD panels for military AR since the 1990s. So it's actually a great interview. Perhaps it would be very appropriate to understand AR, VR with the likes of these wearables. So understand Solos and Real. All of these are actually in congruence with Apple's domination as well for the next coming years with the Apple glasses and Google's foray to Google glasses. If this is the first time that you're actually hearing, what is wearables? What are these? All right. We actually have a very good video for you. Just find Google, the Wearable Wars. Just find it on Awesome10X Wearable Wars. Awesome10X. We actually discussed this in depth. We talked about Google, Apple, Xiaomi, and Samsung on the entire Wearable Wars. And it's not just wearable as in the wearable Fitbits and watches and the Xiaomis. It's actually the glasses. So this entire augmented reality is going to be billions of devices. Of course, you have heard about Oculus Quest, Microsoft HoloLens. So these have been discussed very intimately by Awesome10X inside the inner circle. And so just want to give a shout out to everyone. You've got a week, just 1 week further to avail of our 1 year promotion of 15,800 pesos. Again, you only have 7 days left. February 12th is our Chinese New Year. We have a 21% discount to all the winners, all the ones who want to join Awesome10X Inner Circle for 12 months. We have reduced our 20,000 pesos to a one-time fee of just 15,800 pesos for 1 year subscription. So why don't you avail and actually win an awesome 10X with your next 10 years? So let's see. All right, so wearables is one of the biggest winners. We have it at a $1.30, $1.25. Kopin is now trading at about nearing 7. So it went to as high as 7. What do we do with Kopin? All right, so to be honest, we stopped buying Kopin until about $2.50. So it's a little bit extended. You could see that it's now trading at $7.50. Some people would say that maybe a breather is necessary, or it can go just straight to 10. So it could, of course, we believe that it could. So here, If you want to sell, probably wait it out at about 9 or 10. That could be a place to trim. A very strong move here. The flag at about $5 here. Continued higher and swelled to about $8. A lot of people actually were buying it since $1 here. $1 had a rally at 2, rallied again and stopped here. And then the continuous move from about $1.30 since November all the way to about $7 and $7.50. It's been an amazing move, I'd say. And I don't think that it's going to end. You will see this domination persist for the next 10 years. So it's still in the early stages, I'd say. Even with this very strong move, this trim, you want to actually be a buyer on any dips. Anyone who still does not have Kopin should try your best to see if any drops given here at about $6 is still there up for you. $6 all the way down to about $4.50 is likely the higher low. Persistent movement. Actually, there's news on Kopin last night. I'll take a look on the Slack. It was here. Somebody shared it to me. I shared it already in Wearables, but let me read it for you. Wearable Technologies, the pioneer and worldwide leading market development platform, age of the micro display, not that. There's actually an exact news on Kopin with a partnership. I think somebody shared it to me inside the Slack. Why Kopin's stock skyrocketed today? Yep, there was an agreement. Let's read the agreement for you. Kopin, which specializes in micro displays, skyrocketed as partnering with HMD. This is a small startup making wearable display products to develop a head-worn display that surgeons can use to access high-resolution, real-time information while performing the surgeries. Surgeons will use this to see diagnostic information, patient data, without having to use their hands or diverting their attention to a traditional monitor. We are excited to develop this customized high-performance display system for surgical applications. Kopin CEO John Fan said in a statement, "We believe the combination of our expertise in display system design, which HMD's deep knowledge of the specific needs of surgeon, is crucial for developing a system design optimized for surgeons." Now what? The news comes after 2 other development agreements just last month. They already have a minority stake in HMD. Kopin has already licensed its wearable display to the smaller company to develop the product without specifying who that customer was. John Lyon, the CEO of HMD, added that his company has already demonstrated a concept version of the product to surgeons and potential distribution partners, and the feedback has already been very positive. So, should you invest in Kopin? Awesome10X believes that why haven't you? The answer is yes, you should. You just want to wait it out. If you don't have it, probably wait at about 6 if you even can get. I'm not sure if you can. We've been screaming all our lives to buy Kopin, and that's fine. If you missed Kopin, there are more. Let's take a look at some more. All right, so there's actually in my profile page, if this is your first time, check out my Faces Trader profile page. This is my Twitter account. Please follow me. And you're seeing that last night, of course, your space-related names continued higher. Now, there is news that this one is actually shared February 1, 2021. SpaceX is going to fly their first civilian crew to space later this year with public competition for 2 seats. SpaceX will launch 4 private individuals on a Crew Dragon capsule into orbit around the Earth later this year, 2021. This is dubbed the world's first all-civilian mission. The company's spacecraft will be commanded by Jared Isaacman, the founder and CEO of Shift4 Payments. My God, FOUR, the CEO, is gonna be in this spacecraft. My gosh. The mission is known as Inspiration 4. They seek to raise support for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. 2 seats will be given to St. Jude, with 1 going to a frontline healthcare worker, and the other will be awarded from a competition of people who donate to a fundraiser for St. Jude. The 4th seat will be decided by a second competition among new and existing customers of Isaacman's Shift4Shop e-commerce platform. SpaceX announced on Monday it will launch 4 private individuals. All right, we got it already. This is the Jared Isaacman. My gosh, so he's gonna be the commander of SpaceX. He's not only the CEO of Shift for Payments, is a payment play, business to business, but he's now going into space. All right, speaking of Virgin Branson, Virgin Galactic. Okay, let me just finish this before we go to Virgin Galactic. Musk company has announced several private missions in the last few years, including a deal with Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa to fly the company's spaceship rocket on a trip around the moon by 2023. SpaceX also has space tourism deals with Action Space, which aims to fly 4 people to the International Space Station a 10-day trip early next year. Space Adventures, which plans to fly 4 tourists on a 5-day free flyer trip, will orbit by 2022. All right, guys. So let's take a look at some space-related names, shall we? And actually, just for fun, I made this this tweet. Where's Wall Street Bets? It's off to Nevada, Texas, with their papa Elon Musk talking about Holy City, Momentous, aka SRAC, Gelat, GSAT, a lot of space domination, probably Maxar too, some proto labs, some materialized, even some 3D printing on space rockets like Nano Dimension and X1 and Stratasys, and probably Desktop Metal too. Forgot to put it there. So let's watch more about these space-related names. All right, Virgin Branson Space is SPCE. You've heard about this, Virgin Galactic. There was a gap up here in the ARC Space Fund. Continues to go higher, but I think that it's a bit on the upper echelon. So those who think that space is too expensive might want to go to Holy City, HOL. Holy City is a SPAC of Astra. Now, who is Astra? Let's go to Astra. Let's read about Astra CEO, the SPAC, the decision to SPAC. This is a SpaceX rival backed by Mr. Google CEO Eric Schmidt and Salesforce Mark Benioff. They want to go public through a SPAC. SPAC. Special Purpose Acquisition Company. So let's watch. The space startup Astra plans to go public in the second quarter of 2021. It's going to be listed under the ticker symbol ASTR after the completion of the deal. And it's going to be a SPAC, so you buy Holy City, which will become ASTR. The deal would value it at $2.1 billion. That was at $10. So that's about $20, so or $18.55. So it's about $4.2 billion year to date. Now, Astra is a rocket builder startup merging with Holy City. This is a 4-year-old Californian company backed by the luminaries like Eric Schmidt and Mark Benioff. They expect to raise $500 million, including $300 million from Holy City and $200 million in BlackRock, taking the enterprise value to $2.1 billion. Whole actually jumped nearly 40%, not leaving a black hole to your wallets, but actually black hole to the universe. So $14.26. The deal is expected to close ASTR. We are seeing hundreds of companies that want to get from anywhere on Earth to anywhere in space on their schedule. And they don't want to wait years to just get a lot of things to one place. This is what Astra CEO Chris Camp told CNBC Squawk Box. We are really focused on building a much smaller rocket produced in much higher volume, launched from a much larger number of locations. Guys, are we in the Jetsons revolution? Is Jetsons, the cartoons that we were watching, reality already here? The answer is yes, yes, and yes. And I'm going to discuss to you more about the Jetsons for your awesome 10X portfolio. Hang on. Offering low-cost small rockets, the company plans to begin sending satellites into low Earth orbit later in 2021. We will launch monthly in late 2021. So they're going to launch as well late 2021. Weekly by 2023, bi-weekly in 2024, and daily by 2025. You want to actually launch and go to space in 5 years' time? Maybe you're gonna launch it with Holy City, aka Astra. Astra's first rocket reached space from Alaska in December, making it the latest private company to do so. How many space rockets have gone abroad? Not abroad, but outer space. You've got SpaceX. Yes, you've got US, Russia. You've got Astra. I believe, I'm not quite sure when Virgin Galactic actually went to space. I should read more about it. But there, it's interesting times, guys. Interesting. All right. Let's go to, I know that you're so bullish on Holy City. Let's go to Holy City next time. But there's more SPACs to discuss, guys. Another Virgin Branson great SPAC is what you call VGAC. Now, for those who know it, you already got it. We have it already. VGAC, VG Acquisition Corp, rallied so strong last night to as high as $18 because of 23andMe. Now, who's 23andMe? For those who don't know 23andMe, this is actually Andrea Wojcicki. I hope I pronounced her name right. 23andMe used to be a privately held personal genomics and biotech company based in Sunnyvale, California. DNA genetic testing and analysis. Let's go to the website, guys. You've got revenues about $500 million in 2019. 23andMe, find out what your DNA says about you and your family. Exclusive offer, get one kit at 20% off on your next kit. See the card for details by now. For just $99. See how your DNA breaks out across 2,000 plus regions worldwide. Discover your DNA relatives from around the world. Share the report with your family and friends. Learn how your DNA influences your facial features, your taste, your smell, and other traits. All right, so 23 pairs of chromosomes, but one unique you. That's why it's 23andMe. You are made of cells, and the cells in your body have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Your chromosomes are made of DNA, which can tell us a lot about you. Explore your 23 pairs today. Find out what your 23 pairs of chromosomes tell you. So how it works is just saliva. Provide your saliva sample from home. Mail it back to our lab in the same kit it came from, and the postage, and it is prepaid. We bring your genetics to you. Learn more about how it works. Our lab is CLIA certified. Your DNA analysis is performed in US labs that are certified to meet CLIA standards, the Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendments of 1988. There's a CLIA meeting certain quality standards, blah, blah, blah. We use leading technology to genotype your DNA. There's a custom version of the Illumina Global Screening Array. Customer stories are a lot, genetic journeys. We hear from thousands of customers around the world who write to us about their 23andMe experience and the impact it has had on their life. See the stories that inspire us. I want to see the story, so I'm going to watch it. I feel very much at peace with my identity and who I am as a woman. I feel complete. This is Angelina. Let's watch this Pat. Let's see. Genetics got personal. The stories, a pathway to his past, a stronger sense of himself. Jordan finds out the family story was a family truth. He was intrigued by the stories passed down by generations that spoke of a Caucasian ancestor in his family. His entire family was African American. So the story led Jordan to try 23andMe's DNA relative tool. He reached out to predicted fourth cousin online and realized that she was from a Caucasian family living in the same region of South Carolina, where his mother's family was originally from. By supplementing his family's oral history with science and official records, Jordan revealed an extended branch of the family. It was not just a story or fiction, it was a fact. Meet identical fraternal twins. Let's watch this. Not watch, read it. This result brought us even closer. DNA reveals Jewish ancestry, 83-year-old reunited with family, a shared interest in genetics. DNA strengthens her bond with her dad. So hopefully it gave him some greater sense in the context of his life. Daniela, who is a host of a local TV show in New York City, purchased a 23andMe kit for a story she was doing on genealogy and ancestry. She also purchased a kit for her father, and she knew that her dad would be fascinated by it since her dad was a chemical engineer. She thought it would be a good diversion from the treatment he was undergoing for terminal cancer. Together, they linked their accounts, compared their DNA, finding commonalities and differences. The experience prompted her dad to tell Daniela in detail about his childhood and family ancestors, and even to bring out an old slideshow of the extended family. It was a shared experience that has brought them together closer in new ways than one. Daniela's dad passed away a couple of months later, and I'm so glad to have shared this experience with him, hopefully giving him some greater sense of the context of his life. There's more maalaala, more stories, and you can actually watch and read all of it in that same website. Go to 23andme.com website. Speaking of genetics and cancer diagnostics, there's one tech. DermTech right now is a company that can understand if you are at risk of skin cancer. DermTech. The stock symbol is the DMTK, melanoma and skin cancer detection. 9% up last night. Yes, this was something that I was trying to discuss over in our inner circle, but I'm going to read it for you anyway. So DermTech is actually a company that just recently listed. I think this came through a SPAC. I'm not sure if it was a SPAC or an IPO. Nonetheless, it has rallied already from $11 to $49. I'm a bit late, I'll be honest, but is it a 10x company so that if it falls near $35 or $40, should we buy it? So DermTech is a new era in skin cancer detection. I'm happy to say that I got this idea from following Jonna Lupton. So let me show to you his Twitter account, Jonna Lupton. He's actually a part of Substack. So he's got his Substack, jonnalupton.com. So I'm going to and he's got his own podcast, the Investing City podcast. Follow him and share the love. So let's see. Let's take a look. I saw his huge thread on DMTK. So I found it interesting. And so I wanted to share it here. I'm going to read the entire, he shared it. DMTK Lupton. You shared his analysis. This one, a genomics-based smart patch play for early skin cancer detection while also preventing unnecessary biopsies. $1 billion market cap. I am expecting 185% annual growth for the next 5+ years. DermTech. Even at the time of writing, when he was writing it was about $40. The market cap was just less than $900 million at that time. So 40, it's now $50. It's just 1.25 billion. Do you think, guys, that the skin cancer detection is a $1 billion industry or is it a $50 billion industry? Now, we're not going to hype it up. We're just going to read to you the details. Details, details, details. Facts, facts, facts. Oh, it's a post for paying subscribers. All right, no worries. We're going to go to the website itself. So he led me to DMTK and I took a look at the website. DermTech is welcoming a new era in skin cancer detection. We are changing the way melanoma is found. Ready to get started? Find a specialist. Meet the smart sticker, changing everything. There's a reason doctors had to cut your skin to test for melanoma. We didn't have another way. Now, thanks to the smart sticker, we do. An adhesive painlessly lifts skin cells off your mole. No need for a scalpel. The sticker is pressed on your mole, quickly lifted off, carrying your skin's RNA material with it. Read more. Okay. Earlier, this isn't just a new test. This is a revolutionary new technology. Traditional melanoma detection methods are visual. Doctors use their eyes aided by a microscope to see physical changes to a mole and the cells within it. A groundbreaking innovation now lets us look past your skin cells, deep within your skin's genes, to find and detect the disease earlier and more accurately. Now, I wouldn't know that I'd have skin cancer until it's late and it's over. But with skin cancer detection early on, we can prevent these melanoma diseases. We're going to find it out before we get, oh, your stage 4 cancer or your stage 3 skin cancer, right? So more people would love to get earlier detection. That's the main business, guys, of Exact Sciences, who actually detected early on whether you're afflicted with uh, so Exact Sciences is also a cancer diagnostic company that went from $5 to $140, and I think that's why it's called Exact Sciences. Yeah, so earlier detection. DermTech can detect changes in your skin at the RNA and DNA level. These happen long before enough cellular changes occur to be seen by a pathologist looking at the biopsy. So some of you might not have cancer, so you don't know what a biopsy means. It's good that you don't know about it, because if you actually have cancer, those are the things that you will have to take off. You actually do surgery and a lot. I'm not a I'm not an oncologist, but unfortunately, I do have some relatives who have cancer. So I learned a little bit just by experience, personal experience. So you can catch melanoma earlier, a critical factor in beating the disease. More accurately, with the current biopsy care pathway, early melanoma can be missed up to 17% of the time. A DermTech melanoma test misses less than 1%, meaning it's 99 point blah, 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 blah percent effective. So you can detect the disease more accurately even earlier without cutting. So do you want that technology? Of course. There is no question. Early detection saves lives. This tool revolutionizes our ability to find melanoma earlier. Hear more from Dr. Ferris, Laura Ferris, MD, PhD. Watch the video. Let's watch the video and read the publication. Guys, these are some life-saving technologies. Sooner is catching it, early is critical. The test can find melanoma 10,000x sooner. The melanoma test will look at the gene level. This is closer than the traditional biopsy care pathway. It tests the information from the mole. The technology in DermTech is the sticker, the gene lab, and the science. At the gene lab, it is a patented process tested to sample for expression levels and more. DermTech can also do IT via telehealth. It's at home. Staying at home doesn't mean that you're going to wait for answers. Your dermatologist can order the DermTech melanoma test through a telehealth visit and guide you through the easy process of collecting your own sample under the doctor's supervision. Now, I want to know how big are the people who are afflicted with melanoma. So let's take a look at that. Melanoma, skin cancer, how many people affected worldwide? It says here, this year, an estimated 100,000 adults in the United States will be diagnosed with invasive melanoma of the skin. Melanoma is the 5th most common cancer among men, the 6th most common cancer among women, and it is 20 times more common in white people than in black people. That's statistics, guys. And how much percentage of people are spreading melanoma? Patients with melanoma are at risk of a recurrence of their original cancer. Second, primary melanomas develop approximately 0.5% per year for the first 5 years. All right, how many people in the world are affected? So 1 million diagnosed worldwide in 2018. But this might be an underestimate. Skin cancer represents a particular challenge for estimating incidence for several reasons. How aggressive is melanoma skin cancer? It is a very aggressive cancer that spreads to other parts of the body, and it may be fatal if not treated early. Can you live a long life with melanoma? You've got about 5-year survival rate. Patients who are afflicted with melanoma, 92% survival, but that means that 8 will die, sadly. 8 people will die, 8%. Has anyone survived melanoma 4? Stage 4 melanoma is very difficult to cure. It has already spread to other parts of the body. Small number of people respond well to a treatment, but they achieve no evidence of disease. So, as you know, early detection is going to save your life. And therefore, DMTK gets a buy rating. You'll learn more about this company. You do your own due diligence or just sign up with Inner Circle and we're going to do it for you. For 15,800 pesos a year, you get great companies, great ideas. Want to know how effective it is? Let's go to the Faceless Trader. We've got a huge number of testimonials yet again. Today, our testimonial comes from a longtime client. He didn't show his own portfolio, but he shared that these ideas came from Awesome10X. And look, guys, he still has his workhorse at $1.44. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that he held. Sometimes I'm so stupid, I even sell my winners. Yes, last night, Workhorse is a $40 company, WKHS. Ta-da! I'm so happy that he held. And he actually still want to share the Excel file. This Excel file still got his Mercado Libre 447, Moderna 25, Microsoft 135. But I think you'll be impressed with this. Yes, Pintuoto $30. We like Pintuoto since $20. Roku, he still got it $64. C Limited $38. Yes, Smile Direct Club during that time $4. Stoneco $21, $24. Terraform Power was bought by Brookfield. You know what was amazing when I saw it? That he still held Jumia. I thought that I was wrong because I made a sell call at $20, but he didn't sell. I'm happy. He bought $2.33. It's now $60. So that's 30x. 64. I said that I gave a seller about $20 and $40. Now it's $60. Actually, guys, I'm good at buying. I'm not very good at selling. So I learned, okay, just hashtag never sell. That's better for me. Hashtag never sell. And some sharing for you of the Team Never Sell groups. These are some of our clients, up 350% already. And we still really ask all of the viewers, seriously, why aren't you investing globally? Just seriously, freaking why? And for the people who are laughing on Wall Street bets, we kind of want you to understand that Joker and Batman are just the Batman who laughs. They're just the same coin. Batman is laughing at you. We're just two sides of the same coin. Wall Street bets, Wall Street, look in the mirror. This is a comic that we believe is not true. Here, they're depicting that AMC and GameStop were actually hurting the victims of Reddit and Wall Street bets. Error, error, error. And Wall Street fat cats are laughing. They're laughing at a broad daylight robbery. Either way, guys, it's not true that Wall Street bets are really just stuck up in our bag holding. Not always true. We know that that's a boiling frog, and so you didn't kill any Wall Street bettors who are Awesome10X investors as well. No, the Wall Street bets are already at space stations, and they're all at space. We're at SPACs and space. You could see it clearly. We shared it anyway. Yeah. Can we not even reveal all of our ideas? But all right, since one of our friends shared Research Frontiers Smart Glass. All right, let me share to you. Research Frontiers Smart Glass was up 20% last night. REFR was a buy call, also in Awesome10X. This is Smart Glass, smartglass.com. Now, before I reveal all of our ideas and time's up, let me see one question. And okay, there's just too many ideas to discuss. Of course, another company to discuss is Decarbonization Plus, the SPAC. It's gonna be Hyzon Motors. And then of course there's just so many news about the Hyundai Motor partnership with Apple. There's just too many companies to discuss and too little time. Hyzon Motors. This is an interesting SPAC, guys. Hyzon Motors is also invested by Total, a fuel cell startups. It's now it is a confirmed target already of Decarbonization Plus, DCRB. And then, of course, another news to share is it's clear FMAC is now Discord. So just want to share you that if you have been investing with us, you'd have seen that first mark we've bought at $10.66. Tonight it's already $14 after hours. FMAC is Discord. We actually had a perfectly sound reason to think and own FirstMark precisely because the founders of FirstMark are the ones who invested early on Shopify, Epic Games, and a number of great companies. Winners win. And of course, we got VCVCU early at $10, which was announced as Automotive. So 10X Capital Venture, you could see that these are snapshots, actual snapshots of our wins. All right, more comments. Last comment. Unity. All right, this is a good question. Good company. I like Unity. After hours, it falls 10% after earnings. We actually expect that, March season, you'll get some awesome 10X picks falling down 10-15% because they will not be able to sustain these lofty valuations. Example, no matter how much you like Airbnb, paying $200 billion is freaking expensive. Now, it could go $300 billion for all I care, but I could find other 10X opportunities elsewhere. Now, Unity is going to fall after hours here at $130. We think that at $130, I think it's down 10% already after hours. We noticed that this was actually a trading range already from 130 to 180. Any drops, guys, back to about $110 is a great buying opportunity. Now, why do we believe that Unity Software is a 10X company? It is the metaverse. So you could read all about the Unity earnings. They announced their third quarter 2020 financial results. This is fourth quarter financial results. The webcast can be accessed at the Investor Relations website. Let's go to their website. Okay. Unity is the world's leading platform for creating and operating interactive real-time 3D content. Creators ranging from game developers, architects, basically everything mobile. 53% of everything mobile is with them. I want to see the Unity earnings, so let's just go to Unity. Exactly from their Twitter if they shared it. Our newest animated short, January 20. It's fine. They work with a lot. Partnerships with Volvo Cars. Oh, by the way, Research Frontiers has partnerships with a lot of cars. Smart Glasses is actually in many autonomous vehicles. Your GMs, your Cadillacs, do your own research. It's a really great company. Unity is a great company, but you can actually learn more about it. So you've learned a lot, DMTK. Sorry, what's this pack of Hyzon Motors? It's Decarbonization Plus. It's DCRB. Decarbonization Plus is DCRB. It's $13.74 right now. I'm not sure after hours if it's gonna be at 17 already, but you want to actually check out DCRB, and the DCRB2 is actually DCRN. If you want to check out, there's the second acquisition, DCRNU, which is still trading at $11. All right, guys, thank you very much, and hope you learned something today. Bye bye.